Squishy logic.
Wow, wow. Squishy logic.
Squishy.
Squishy logic, it's in your head. Drive you crazy like it's in your bed.
Yeah, Squishy, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. You had a little bit of fun there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Turned a bit over. Look at this new setup now, though, everybody. We got what I know is a sexy sounding mic. I know you can hear us both.
It's here. It's right here.
It's right there, man. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the thingies anyway. We should be able to see the chats as they come through now.
Although I have to point out at the start, because it is annoying. Look at how I look like a Muppet propped up. You know when they have a sort of a shot of a Muppet with its legs out, and you can tell that the person's being propped up from the back of the sofa.
Yeah,
that's
I know what
I
you're
fucking
saying.
look
Yeah,
like.
yeah, I see what you're saying. You really do, actually.
Hi guys.
Like how?
Yay!
What is making that? It's not doing it to me.
No, it's just because I've got. Oh, I've got the leg.
Don't destroy my.
It's my
yours,
headset.
that's
Don't
fine.
worry about it. It's fine.
You could destroy my USB port.
No, I'm not destroying your USB port.
I've got many a port. I like my ports to be filled by
He's
what
a-
I say they should be filled by.
He's a very portly fellow.
I don't understand that enough to know the insult. No, he was complimenting me. I'll go with that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
This is Squishy Logic, though, the squishiest logical show in
It
all
is.
of the land. We are your hosts. I am your comedic babyface and everybody's favourite KD Hinken. And I'm joined by the beautiful man who runs the comedy parish. He has many voices, not all of them are in his head, and his butthole is gaping. Nathan
Absolute
Parish.
wide as a wizard's sleeve. It's
Oh.
yeah.
It's just natural as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no added
I'm all
chemicals.
natch. I'm all natched.
You're
down
natty.
there. I'm all natty boy.
I'm natty, apart from my obviously massive level of testosterone.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
I mean, people look at me and they're like, "That is a testosterone. He's a man."
that man can compete with Joe Rogan for testosterone and man.
Joe Rogan, what's he gonna do?
Joe Rogan's
Drag his
Joe
arms,
Rogan's
his
doing all of
fists
his
on the floor.
weightlifting and stuff, and then he's actually taking testosterone supplements. I mean, that guy's got a lot of testo.
That's just good. No.
That guy is
That's
testy.
because he's old. That's just because he's old and he's losing the testosterone.
That's true.
It happens to all of us.
Yeah, it does happen to all of us. You lose it, you feel a little bit more, calmer in your later years because you got less of the old testo.
I got one of my mates on testosterone because I don't think that they didn't have any sex drive, and their girlfriend was like, trying to jump on them all the time,
Yeah,
and got him on them, and
it works.
yeah, well, yeah. He
Unsurprisingly.
stopped after a bit, but then he's now just had another baby, so
There you go.
I think it works.
Yeah. Do you have the tapinator?
Doing it.
Oh, there we go.
Fucking tapinator.
Yeah.
This is what we're calling this shit now.
Yeah.
I'm something that I got around. Look at these wages and I couldn't fucking find them, these tablets.
I've left my tablets in the car. I'm going to have to take them when I go.
It's so weird that you take one a night.
Yeah, well, I have to take mine.
Did they
at
make
night
you
'cause
sleepier
they,
first?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I never had that.
That's stopped happening a little bit as much now. So I'm a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit
supposed to
annoyed.
when it's like as you get
once
in
you get into
yeah.
it, which is annoying because it was really nice at the start, just going, I'm asleep. It's fucking.
Well, you
brilliant.
can get tablets that do that anyway. Like, that is a thing.
I know, but I don't like them. There was something about the way I fell asleep on these that was really natural. It just felt like you'd had a long day and you needed a decent rest. It was good. But there we go.
You could definitely get stuff that kind of does that kind of thing.
Yeah.
100%, because I've had it, and I enjoy that same kind of thing too. I had it the other day, I just like fully fell asleep. I don't even know, I don't remember getting there.
Yeah.
But I was fully like, like in the quilt and all that. I have no idea. I cannot remember it for the slightest. But I'm guessing you can remember this game then that you wanted to mention.
Oh yes, I did. So we have both played a game that's recently come out on Game Pass. It's called Still Wakes the Deep. Lots of people are talking about it. Even Penguin Z0 is talking about it.
I did
He
see
did
Penguin
was-
Review. I think you're getting it right now.
Yeah, that was what made me watch it. I saw him doing a stream on it. I watched like the first 3 minutes. I was like, I gotta play this. I gotta fucking play this.
I liked it. He did the. I did because I watched a bit of
Yeah.
it. And he did exactly what I did when I started playing it. Straight away, turn this motion blur off.
Same. 100. That motion blur is unacceptably bad. It is so aggressive.
Well, it's not even as bad. It's good, but
It's so much.
Yeah,
it turns the entire screen into mud.
It might be nice on like maybe a 4K TV with the proper motion stuff, you know.
Yeah, when it's got the HDR and shit, and it's
all the top level shit.
Yeah.
I imagine it's nice then.
I bet it is actually. Yeah.
And it was probably nicer for you as well than me because I was doing it very well on cloud gaming. I have learned
Yeah,
the
yeah,
graphics are down a bit.
Yeah, they do go down a little bit, but that's
Yeah.
just because of the stream quality.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that game, the graphics are beyond top notch.
They are cool.
They're really
They
good.
go a bit when it gets down to the monsters.
Once you get to the monsters, if you spend too much time looking at the monsters,
Yeah.
you start to notice it's like, oh, that's just a blob.
Or if you are getting killed over and over again and have no choice. Because you literally only deal with them a few times, don't you?
Yeah, there's one
Have you
point in
finished
it. No, yeah. I've played about 3 hours. I think I'm very close to finishing.
Yeah, man. I think it was less than that. Well, probably about that for me.
Yeah. Because I've spent a lot of time, looking around the place. And
You spend a lot of time looking around at the beginning.
Oh, I loved it. I loved how because it reminded me of the start of Half-Life. And that was when games sort of took a turn, and it was like this long building. It felt very realistic, and the acting and the dialogue in this game is off the fucking charts for a computer game.
Some of it is cool.
It's so good.
Some of it's a bit silly as well, though. I remember there was one bit that really... I can't remember what... Something to do with the woman... I can't remember what it was now. Something to do with the woman... There's only one woman.
Yeah. The big butch engineering chick lass.
But you literally only like... I remember you go... But you don't fight anything at all.
No, you just...
Zero fighting.
You hide from things, yeah.
You
But
hardly, hardly do that, though.
The scariest one for me
you play on the
wasn't
hardest
the one when it...
difficulty?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need to do, because to me
Well, I
it
don't know
really
if it was
easy.
hardest difficulty, it just played it.
Oh, was it not a difficulty? I can't
Oh, I
remember.
don't know. I think there was a difficulty setting, but I think I just played it on normal.
Oh, that's what I would have done then too.
Yeah.
I always go normal, because a lot of the time hard just makes it unenjoyable.
Just annoying, especially in a game like that where it's like all about detection.
I kept
And I was already getting caught a lot
same,
anyway,
same.
so like...
there's only like 3 or 4 times when you have to deal with the monsters at all. Mm-hmm. But I had to repeat those bits over and over and over.
I mean, I've got.
And even when you did it, it felt like you just did it.
Yeah.
Like, which is obviously by design.
Yeah, I mean, the bit that scared me the most wasn't the claustrophobic bits in the dark, though. It was the one in the fog in the centre. When you're sort of walking across the central deck.
Yeah.
And it's all foggy as shit, and you can hear the things screaming to begin with, like, "No, you're not leaving me!"
Oh, that bit when you go around all the different things and you get to the elevator or something.
Yeah, and you've got to sort of hide under cranes and crates and things, and that was
you play bottles and anything to distract you.
Yeah, that was so fucking tense for me, that bit, because you can see just enough of it in the fog for it to really fuck with you.
And when you're going in the little things as well, like you kind of have to not go the little gaps, like you have to take them into account.
And Rennick fucked me up as well.
Exactly.
The guy who fires you at the beginning. Spoilers, by the way.
Fucking hell. That was the thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm doing this. I felt like I was going through a work day doing all these things just to then get fired.
Yeah.
I was reliving my fucking youth on that game, man. I swear to God.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I got PTSD.
There's the bit where that guy changes and he's basically just a giant head of himself with tentacles coming off.
I couldn't keep track of who was who.
Fuck, man.
There were too many names. I can't keep track. I didn't realise that he came back. I thought he fucked up in a helicopter.
Yeah, no. Because the helicopter came back and crashed, didn't it?
It did something. I don't know what the fuck it was doing.
It flew back and crashed because obviously someone was infected on board or something.
Oh, that what it must have been.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
He didn't really explain that at all.
I bet it was Rennick as well, because the fucker's a cunt.
Yeah, see, that would make sense that he was flying away, and then he came back, he crashed, and then he probably came out there.
Yeah.
That would make sense, okay.
Yeah.
Be good if they'd have explained it.
Yeah. But, running away from Rennick, that whole section, which is, it must be at most 3 minutes long.
That must be the bit I'm thinking of. There's only one bit, isn't there?
Yeah. But it feels like 15 minutes being chased by this fucker just through corridor after corridor, door after door after door.
I think it was like that amount of time for me.
And squeezing, and I literally was like running, and I heard him behind me, like, I'm gonna get you, and I'm just squeezing between the gap, and it's like, fuck, this is tense.
I'm not gonna lie though, I didn't find it scary really or anything at any point.
Oh, I loved it. I found it scary as shit, but that's because
that's not me trying to flex.
I was just really into it at the time. It was like the perfect time. It was night time. Everyone else was asleep. You know,
Good
when
time.
you're trying to be a bit more quiet and a bit more, you know, like, and it scares you more because it's like, you know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
yeah.
It was perfect.
I didn't play it in the perfect setting at all. To be fair,
Yeah.
it was like the day for me, and I was just playing it.
Yeah,
you know.
no, that's not the way to
Not
play it.
headphones on either.
Yeah, yeah,
which will make me better.
headphones.
Yeah.
Off the charts
need.
with headphones.
Yeah, yeah.
Needed headphones. Yeah.
I did think though it was a bit. I played better horror games.
Ultimately, it's one of those horror games. You see,
There was no thinking to it. There was no working puzzles out.
Yeah, I think it's
which I
by
like.
the same guys who did Amnesia
Yeah, it was,
and things
the
like that.
Bunker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I love those games, but there's something about this one in particular.
I think it was
Again,
just more story driven. There was less things to figure out. It
Yeah.
was just. I like that.
I like the fact that
A
it
to B.
felt. I felt as well like there was no fat on the story. It wasn't like.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't
yeah.
like it was a bloated game in any way, shape, or form. You were going from set piece to set piece to set piece.
Very simple. It was basically like The Thing. Just you looked at them.
It's like there's a guy on YouTube called Civvy11. If you haven't watched Civvy stuff, go watch Civvy. He's fucking brilliant.
Pop.
One of the best old school game reviewers out there in the world. He's an FPS
Old school
guy.
game reviewer.
Yeah, he plays loads.
I'm
of
going
old
to take
school
my
games,
pop
like,
back.
like Turok, and he plays stuff like that, and then he plays newer games. His most recent one's on Max Payne. He's genuinely hilarious guy.
Okay, if
And,
it's funny, I'll give him a chance.
Yeah, and I've forgotten what I was going to fucking say now.
You were going to say when
Oh
he's
yeah,
going
he
to come
said.
out.
Talking of Max Payne specifically, there's a quote in Max Payne called "a linear sequence of scares." He goes, "What was it? A house of horrors is just a linear sequence of scares, and you know you go through it one by one, and you get out the other side clean, or whatever it is."
It's not wrong, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. yeah.
Like, you're not wrong.
And he says like the same sort of thing with Half-Life. Half-Life, as I say, this reminded me of Half-Life a lot.
I haven't played. I don't think I played it.
It's like Half-Life is brilliant, but they don't play the original version of Half-Life because there's a new version of Half-Life now with better graphics and better end game content. It's so good.
I always play the remastered and stuff if it's
Yeah,
available.
yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
It's called Black Mesa, which is your PC might well be able to play it because it's only what do you call it?
Like a platform or something.
No, it's the Steam
Indie game.
the Steam
Operator.
game engine.
I
Whatever
don't
it
know.
is. But it's fairly low graphics. It's not, well, I say it's low graphics. You can put it to low graphics and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, this reminded me of that. It's a linear sequence of scares. It is literally like walking into a house of horrors. You know what I mean?
I loved that part of it because I've been playing a lot of games lately where you have to there's no set thing like with Starfield, there's all this random shit to do. It's nice, it's refreshing playing a game like that.
That's it. It's lovely to have these big open world games, but I like to also have a game that is just, this is what's happening, follow this path, and, get off the fucking rig. That's the whole point.
Yeah. It is refreshing because it didn't feel like a game, it did feel like a movie, to be fair.
It felt like an interactive movie. In fact, I felt at certain points like it almost should have been a VR game in a lot of ways. Because I feel that if I could play that in PlayStation VR, that would be phenomenal.
Where'd you play that with that Disney moving floor as well?
Oh fuck, that'd be amazing. Just running away from
scary,
things.
though,
Jesus Christ, man.
You'd run off the fucking thing. You wouldn't be able to keep up with me.
No, man. I would sprint from that motherfucker.
I'd like to know with that thing, though, if it really could, like, if you sprinted, if it could. Because I showed it to some of the other guys, and they're like, I'm not, some of the gamers that I know that are really into it, and they're like, I'm not interested until it can, take a full sprint. I'm like, could it this, though? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It says like it can, but nobody does it.
Yeah.
It says, however, whatever you do, it can keep you in the space, but it never did, like, a full sprint.
I don't know.
Because I imagine it'd be hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they seem like they're jogging more than, as you say, sprinting.
Yeah. That's the thing,
But
you
at the
probably
same
don't
time-
want to sprint in a game because you get fucking knackered
yeah,
quickly.
you would, really quickly. Like, really knackered really
I
quickly.
think both of these people actually thinking about it that were saying this are so out of shape they would never be able to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like we all are,
Yeah.
Like anyone that's generally into games and that is not in good shape.
Plus, also, I'm not being funny, but there's a pretty good chance if something scares me enough, I'm going to fall over.
yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
As long as you got no wires, you're fine.
Yeah.
Banging. Yeah, I'd totally do that too, I
Yeah.
would, 100%.
Yeah, but no, it was really refreshing. It was a completely different setting, because like, so many games are, you know, guns and fucking modern day or like fucking ancient swords and stuff. And this one was just like, nope, you're just a dude on a Scottish oil rig.
Yeah.
Everyone is Scottish as fuck.
Yeah, for some reason.
And
Like-
and everyone like feels like a real character, even like just the throwaway people you talk to on the phones. It feels like, you know, an actual person would say these things in this situation. Like at one point he goes to him like, "No, but you're the most jammy bastard on this leg, and we need that right now. So you get down there, son."
It would be quite interesting seeing you like just taking the video of the
Yeah.
like you know the game and that, like
Yeah.
all the best cutscenes, and you just do all the voices.
Yeah, just all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. You know,
Probably could.
I reckon you could.
Yeah.
Like you've definitely got the Scottish down, so you'll just learn different variants.
Yeah.
You could definitely get that.
Yeah.
I thought we might as well play a few of these, a few of the ones. I know I've saved some stuff. I'm remembering this now. I've looked at it.
All right.
Okay. I won't bother with this. This is a long one again. I just, for some reason, I put that in favourites apparently.
All right.
Oh, actually, I haven't put it on the thing yet. The people can't see what I'm on about.
Oh no.
Hold on there, people. You're about to see it in 3, 2. Gotcha. It's already there. See what I did there?
You're so smart.
I know, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just going to test the volume actually.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to see what it was like on here. So. Okay, eventually when it starts playing.
Damning report
Okay, that's not bad.
reveals RFK's history of alleged sexual
Maybe pull
assault.
it a bit down,
RF
so it's like obviously lower than ours.
Yeah. Because remember, it's worse when I got. I noticed when I got off of it under OBS, it loads up worse for some reason like that.
Yeah.
So a bit less, looking like that.
That's it. That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's stay on this then, because it's gonna.
We just want to be safely above it.
He allegedly sexually assaulted a 23-year-old
Get back
babysitter,
onto it, it works
Louisa
better.
Cooney. In Farsi, that's a
Maybe
terrible
not.
laugh.
Jesus Christ, what's going on with you? Yeah, I've noticed for the last few days, YouTube or Google Chrome or something, been messing up, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is YouTube. I think actually though, it's only been on YouTube that it's been doing it because it's the main website I go on. So I don't really look at anything else generally.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll get through it. We'll survive. Okay. This one. S is white.
Boxing is more dangerous than MMA. Oh, how could you say that when
Oh yeah, no, that's just true.
they're only boxing and they're using their hands and they
What? It's
I don't know
jump
what
on
is
and they
going
hit
on
you on
with
the
this
ground when
right
you
now.
fall. I said
It might be
will
round.
argue
How much
with
round
you
is your-
that's safer than you knocking me out. Bang! My body, which has been trained my
Not much on
whole
it.
life to get up,
I could
gets
be
up,
Photoshop.
it counts it.
I man, I use that Photoshop and Premiere on at the same
8 or
time. Just
9,
left in the background.
and they
It's
say go back
absolutely
and
fine
fight.
normally.
When I'm still,
I think the streaming takes a lot
I get
of
up. and then you continue
a lot of
to
internet.
punch me in the head.
I think a
until
lot of it is that, but my internet should be much better than this.
Again, and go to sleep
Because I've
completely.
paid for like good internet.
We get to the end
And
of
I
the
think
round
there
when
might
you
be
come
something
back
wrong
and
with
you
it.
punch me in the head again. In MMA,
So,
when you get
then again, like this is going
kicked in the head or
to
whatever the case may be, the guy jumps on you.
maybe it is wrong because everything kind of fucks up as soon as I stream.
It could be. RAM is very important.
PlayStation?
I feel like maybe it is that. Like it needs to just catch up at the moment. Actually, you know what I'll do? Actually, I'm gonna Control Alt Delete this mother. Let's see what's killing it. See, even Tasman is taking ages to come up.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. See, we're gonna sort this out right now. Live on the show for you all.
Yeah, a
You're
bit of
gonna
tech support.
a bit of KD super brain. Do you mean? This is totally gonna work. And I'm not just chatting shit for time at all.
No.
I'd never do that. I mean, if it comes to it, I'd chat on my
Right,
phone,
Google
innit?
Chrome is taking up
Wow.
almost a gigabyte's worth of memory.
So it is Google Chrome then?
Why the fuck is Google Chrome taking up
Now
that
it
much
says
memory?
14. Look what, that's just
Right,
not true.
I'd say end task on Google Chrome and start afresh.
Wow, what the heck is it is Google Chrome then?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe just fuck Google Chrome completely for now and I'll use the cheap one I got.
Yeah?
Oh, that might be a better idea. OBS obviously taking a lot, but not even near as much as Thingy was, look.
Yeah, no,
That
that's...
surprised me. Google Chrome's fucked up, then it must be.
Yeah, Google Chrome does take a lot of RAM for some reason.
I've never had issues like this before, though.
I've never seen it take an entire gigabyte myself, but I have heard of it doing like up to fucking 5 gigabytes sometimes on some people's computers.
This is easy though now. All we gotta do is just... Oh my god. Oh, it's man. Yeah, man. Okay.
Right, I will...
Sound will do. Be 1 sec. Go. Okay, well in that case, then you just get it onto...
I'll set it up.
It's an AVG one.
Yeah. Under the sea. Under the sea. Right.
Toby versus Harry. How many of those can you eat? 8. 8? Half
Whoa,
a night.
whoa. Why is it doing that?
Toby versus Harry. How many?
See, this is what annoys me about YouTube. Like, yes, have the shorts, but still have it usable in a way that you'd normally use YouTube. And I've lost that video. That was going to be interesting. Well, we're waiting on stream at the moment, so let's find something interesting to talk about. Yeah, so the game is good. I've been playing a lot of games recently. I've been trying to distract myself from the realities of the world, which I think everyone's doing a little bit at the moment. Playing a bit of Mass Effect, and I'm just incredibly nerdy, guys. I'm just incredibly nerdy. Oh, he's back. Don't worry, the stream can continue unabated. You don't have to rely on just me as being a single orator, so to speak.
Get in here. Come in when you want then. I've allowed the kiddie come in.
The kiddie's going to be joining us soon.
We'll see if she can actually behave herself.
Yeah.
Either that, well, I don't know, behave herself or just, not knock the camera off by accident, but being annoyingly cute.
Yeah.
Which is the worst part of it.
Yeah.
It's like as a man, when a woman, wants something, and you're like, oh, I don't want to, and then she just opens her legs.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, I can't fight, I can't do anything against that.
No.
Whatever, I'll do whatever you want.
It's indefensible.
Yeah, you don't want to either. It's kind of indefensible that you're totally okay with.
Yeah.
It's on nice then. Was this episode 2 here? Was that on the thingy? Oh, it is on there. Okay then, let's go back to where we were.
I've just got the chat room up and available, so if anyone is watching and you do want to message us, even about the tiny little kitty.
Oh, she'll get us some more views. Look at
there.
her being a mascot already. She's just right there. Look again. Where she was last time.
Yeah.
Good cat.
You
You're
can,
in your
you
place.
can message us, and I will. I'll periodically have a little look in the chat.
And I won't. I'm not very organised.
That's fine.
How much better this is working.
Damning report reveals RFK's history
Okay, well, I didn't want that one anyway. Cause that's, we're going to
of alleged sexual
at the beginning,
assault.
actually.
RFK allegedly sexually assaulted a 23-year-old babysitter, Eliza Cooney. In Farsi, that's a terrible last name. In 1998, Cooney detailed in her diary that Kennedy's behavior began with him rubbing her thighs under the kitchen table and escalated to him groping her in the pantry, saying, I was frozen, shocked. Cooney left Kennedy House, it's so tough to say that last name, household in 1999, writing in her diary about wanting to leave bad men behind, and revealed the assaults to her mother in 2017. Despite not filing the civil lawsuit, Cooney went public in 2023 following Kennedy's announcements to run against Joe Biden, stating the incident. Okay, so these things came out.
Laughing
Can you pull up one of the? This is the picture, by the way, right? Is this the? That's a picture with a dog, apparently.
Where? What country? Wasn't this in Vietnam?
Well, it's obviously a country where they eat dogs, obviously.
there's, You know,
It's not like he
dog
fucking,
slay in Vietnam.
you know, I don't know why he bothered asking that, because it's not like he went to, I don't know, fucking down to London
Yeah.
to get a flayed dog. Yes, it was obviously somewhere where they do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't just randomly down the street in Mississippi.
And just be like, oh look, flayed dog, lovely.
Flayed dog, yeah. He didn't get a dog from fucking, you know, the lovely pet shop down the road. He totally fucking, you know, just flayed that dog and bought it and, you know, fucking idiots. I don't know, which side are they, the red people? Is that the Trump side?
Yeah.
Tom, what are you saying right now?
But hang on a second. So this is one, and then what's the other one? What's the other one with, you know, if you can pull one of the clips, Rob, with him reacting to it?
There we go, it's all one.
Whichever one you have.
The
I have
reaction as well.
both him responding to the
This
accusations.
is one,
of
I do
eating
actually
the
like this
dog,
whole,
and then
like,
the accusations of
reacting
sexual
kind of
harassment.
concept
Which one
now.
is shorter?
Like they do in
Just
like
play this
that.
clip. Which one
They
is
do that
this?
on one,
This
don't
is the
they?
sexual
Oh yeah,
harassment.
there's lots of reactions.
In terms of
This is it.
the other allegations, I've said this from the beginning. I am not a church boy. I am not running like that. I said I have a very, very rambunctious youth. I said in my announcement speech that if I have so many skeletons in my closet that if they could all vote, I could run for king of the world. So, you know, this Vanity Fair is recycling 30-year-old stories, and I'm you know, going to comment on the details of any of them, but I am who I am.
You're talking there about the nanny situation. I mean, I do have to ask her. I mean, are you denying it or not?
Breaking points. I'm a fan of
I'm
it.
not
That's where I
going to
get my
talk
money
about
from.
it.
All right. Well, I gave you the opportunity, and officially it's a go. Now, I didn't know.
So he's going down the Trump route.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, I've got all these, you know, skeletons in my closet, but I'm not going to talk about them.
That guy's voice though, could you imagine dealing with that on a fucking presidential?
Have you seen the video of his voice declining through the years? Did I save that? I might have saved it, but it'd be easy enough to find if not. You open the door, game on. Okay, I don't remember most of these. So. Yeah, I just save shit, you know, when I'm looking through. A lot of them are shorts.
RFK.
Yeah, RFK voice.
Before and after, yeah.
It might be that. It's like throughout the years though. Nah, like this isn't voice.
Voice changes. I think there was one that said voice changes. If you type it in.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, there you go.
So I do last year, no. You seen that? He's like a fucking muscle man. It's surprising. I literally only saw this the other day, and it's just, why can I not find it now?
It's weird, man. Stuff gets buried quick in YouTube.
You think he wouldn't have buried that though? I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah. It's quite a specific request as well.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I put RFK. Maybe it was like Robert Kennedy.
RFK Jr., isn't it?
Oh, well, that's a shame. Oh well, I'll find it for a future one.
We'll find it for you eventually, guys. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, for them, definitely for them, not just for me to listen to it again. I enjoyed it.
But it does seem like, did they say it's for a specific reason then? So it was.
Yeah, yeah. He had it was just some kind of disease in his throat, like, you know, and it just degraded it. But apparently he's also had a
fucking
worm in his brain. So let's check out this, because I thought this was a joke. I didn't think
It is a
was
story you
serious.
cannot make up. The New York Times is reporting that independent presidential candidate RFK Jr. said in a deposition in 2012 that a doctor told him a worm got into his brain, ate a portion of it, and then died. CNN's chief medical correspondent, Dr. Sanjay Gupta,
You know
joins me
that
now.
that can
Dr.
happen with,
Sanjay, great to see you as always. We thought you'd be perfect for this. You are a neurosurgeon.
Yeah, it makes
And I
sense.
have to,
I'm guessing it was that
question
kind
I
of
had
thing.
instantly when I saw this is, well, besides the question of do I have one, but how common might this be? Does this happen?
Yeah, this does happen. I mean, obviously, we're just hearing about it from RFK himself.
I mean, it's like it's suddenly all of a sudden it's like all these things are like coming out about RFK.
Yeah.
Strangely.
Yeah, just
Strangely,
because he's getting up to the election.
Yeah, all these random things because he's actually picking up a bit of steam. To be fair.
Yeah. Well, he's picked up more steam than any other fucking independent candidate in the past. Long.
He's actually like doing it a bit, you know. Which here, that's one thing that I was quite pleased.
The thing is,
about.
they're worried that if he can build up enough momentum, he can go again next year and get maybe bigger and bigger until eventually they have to invite them into the debate. And then, you know, it's like if you can get big enough to get momentum, that's what they're scared about.
Imagine, because I mean, really imagine that debate from the other night with RFK in there too.
Yeah.
Like, Biden obviously was destroyed anyway.
Yeah.
Biden's just
And Trump would have just tried to sort of launch baseless shit at him, and he would have just come back with probably a quite reasonable response.
Yeah, because he's definitely probably the most like educated about everything.
It seems to be in comparison to the other two. I mean, like Joe Biden used to be educated.
It used to be great,
but he doesn't have the fucking thing. Now, I saw a video just here talking about Joe Biden, but it disappeared, and it's Joe Biden screams at fucking reporters or something.
I'm not sure. Let's have a look. So nice being able to like just do this sitting down.
You've not spaced it.
I need a new thingy.
Yeah.
I pressed it every time.
It might even be a fake video at this point. I don't know, but
have you heard as well? They've also said now that it wasn't just that what was it? It wasn't just that.
It's fucking Forbes.
Oh, it won't be right then. Premium questions by Yelling Intelligence. I mean, this was 2 weeks ago. I did vaguely.
This was before the debates, then.
Yeah, it was before all that shit in it. What the fuck am I doing? You've just been falling apart constantly. I think I might have seen it now. I'm looking at it.
I look very much forward to the NATO summit in Washington DC.
To be honest, though, I have seen a lot of these propaganda things against Biden, and they purposely make him look a certain way.
Yeah.
Like that one I was on about the other day where they were like, "Oh, look at him trying to sit in this invisible chair,"
and it was actually an actual chair.
And it was actually a chair. If they let the like clip play for like 2 seconds longer,
he would have sat down.
You'd have seen that everyone would have sat down in these invisible chairs.
Yeah.
Fucking that's the thing with how deep fucked up he is. You don't need.
The thing is, it is believable though that he would do that.
Yeah, it is. But it's like, but then as soon as you learn, oh no, that's not true.
It just
makes
removes the credibility.
Yeah. And like, surely for them, they'd want to get credibility maybe for their news thing.
Yeah, you'd think.
Everyone's fake news anyway, so don't matter.
Fake news.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ, I don't know if kind of blame me right now.
Yeah. That's fair, actually.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that. That's legit. Because you can't understand a fucking word anyone's saying.
If that was Trump, he would have done it a lot worse. It's like he did it for a second and was like, oh, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Almost, you know. I felt like he was actually... This one must have been between the hours of 11 and 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he's at his best, apparently. That's literally what they said.
Yeah.
Between the hours of 11 and 4
so,
is great.
Provided all the crises happen between 11 and 4.
Which of course they would.
Yeah. Nothing ever happens outside of those times.
And we've got to have a look at this. We won't look at them all, obviously, because it's 8 minutes. But...
How are you, pal? Thanks for swearing at me. I tell you what, easy to swear at you. We've got news.
Even that was old, that was much more aware in that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we need to enjoy these Joe Biden things because they're not going to be around for long.
Yeah.
Rashid Sunak is now the Prime Minister. Trying to arrest
Rashid Sunak.
What a stupid son of a bitch. But guess what? We got a lot to do. Gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway.
What the fuck?
What?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wait a minute!
Whoa!
What the hell?
What the fuck, guys?
Did we hear that right?
The fuck? I mean,
She was 12 and I was 30, but you know.
how is that, if anyone's watching, please tell us you saw that as well, because Jesus.
What are you on about, man? That's going to be the new beginning.
Yeah.
Next episode, that's the beginning,
That's
is.
it.
Fucking hell.
Holy shit. Can we go back and see
Yeah,
that?
I need to, man. I don't blame that woman for
No,
doing
that's
that.
exactly the right reaction to have.
What a stupid son of a bitch. But guess what? We got a lot to do. You gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway. This woman helped me get an awful lot done. Anyway.
Well, I'm sick and tired of smart guys.
That's crazy, man.
Ordinary people being fleeced.
I'm tired of being quiet.
He just straight up said well, you know, I was a paedophile.
That seems like what he's saying. I mean, hopefully there's different context behind it, but it doesn't.
Well, I hope so. I mean, he was a babysitter?
30?
No, I don't mean he
Hopefully
was
it's
I don't
like
mean she was babysitting
yeah.
him.
Oh, right, yeah.
You muppet.
Oh, my God, no.
Why would you...
That actually makes so much sense. Oh, my God, that makes so much sense.
Why would you assume the other first?
I don't know. I was like, why would he be a baby?
Totally
that
a
makes it even
30-year-old.
worse.
Yeah, 30-year-old's been... I mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, though, he is now, 70-something, 80 or whatever,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
needs babysitting now.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be running the country. He ain't running shit. He can't,
No.
He can't run anything.
No.
He can't run to the shops.
No.
He's done.
No.
I want to say that he can't run the bath, but somebody else said that.
It's,
on something
it's
else.
so amazing to me that they still ran with Joe Biden, even though Donald Trump is quite blatantly going to fucking win against
It's going to
him.
destroy him. But I mean, we say that though. Look at us right now. We had a vote today, and we knew that Labour was going to destroy
We
them.
did, yeah.
Maybe not as much as they did.
Here's
They
the thing, though.
Bopped them to death.
People think...
Bop, bop, 1, 2, bop!
Yeah, but have you
Pull
actually
down.
looked at the way the voting actually laid out?
Hmm.
So, most of the votes that were originally Conservative votes went to Reform.
Oh yeah,
Reform got 14%, over 14%
of the votes.
of the votes.
But they only got 4 seats.
Yeah, but that's still more than they've ever got before with any other party, basically. And when in all these,
Isn't it the first time they ever did it?
yeah, but there's Reform isn't Reform. Reform is
A new
UKIP,
version
is
of-
this, is that, whatever
Okay.
they were, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
kept
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
morphing to be something that they think the public will like, and now they've.
Well, they have
stuck
got a
on
bad
Reform.
name because they are very much against immigration and that from what I've
They're
gathered.
very. I mean,
And that doesn't make you
there's
racist.
people leaving them saying, "Oh, most of the other MPs for Reform are racist, bigoted, or misogynistic." And stuff.
I mean, he
yeah,
has
it's-
talked. I saw him talking today, Nigel Farage, about how there are issues because he asked anyone to come in that would support it to run as an MP.
Yeah.
And he's like, we've learned that there's certain people, So he's acknowledging that there are some bad apples in there
Well,
they
yeah.
can get rid of.
But this is the thing: it's like most
Hopefully.
of those votes, if they'd gone instead to Conservatives would have won potentially,
Yeah.
or it would have been a lot closer.
But I think, like we said though, and a lot of people said this wasn't a Labour win.
No.
People weren't voting for Labour.
They
They were
were voting
voting
against the
the Tories.
Tories, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody just wanted the Tories out.
That's it.
That's what it was.
And in a
But
lot of ways,
it-
it wasn't even Rishi Sunak's fault.
No, I think he was talking in that bit when he's leaving speech.
Yeah.
He was talking about he's sorry about how he did wrong and all that. I'm like, I mean, he was only there for a few years.
The thing is,
and he
I
was
don't
fucked
agree
up
with
for
any.
way
of-
long before that.
Yeah, I don't agree with any of his politics. I think he's
No,
an
I
idiot.
don't-
and I think
yeah, I
he's a
don't
bit
care.
of a wanker. But at the same time,
not his
this
fault.
had been laid down a long time ago because the sort of the Tories had slowly been shifting further and further right into the area where Reform normally sat.
Yeah.
And then as soon as obviously there's this changeover, they can all change over to Reform because Reform feels basically exactly the same party, And the ones that do remain with the Conservatives are the ones who realise what Reform means in a larger sense to a certain extent, I think.
Some of them would have gone to Labour or something to just
Yeah.
vote against them because
Yeah.
Reform did so well. They got so many votes, didn't they?
They
But they were
did.
just second on each one. You
Yeah.
know, it was the ones where the bigger party was winning or whatever.
And that's the thing. It means that, politics in the UK, the centre isn't really the centre so much. There's no hard left party that's getting as many seats as Reform are. And Reform are a hard right party.
Oh, you said left the first time.
Yeah, yeah. So they're a hard right party. There's a hard left party would be like communist kind of stuff. But there's no.
Is there a communist party?
No, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't get any seats, but they exist. And like you don't have even like a socialist party. You don't have that, like a Jeremy Corbyn style thing. That doesn't exist. So like there's no counterbalance to that. You've got a lot of right with not much left, which means we're all sort of leaning a bit right anyway. So the move from the Conservatives where they were to where Labour is now isn't a leap to the left. It's a leap to the centre, really. Like central politics. Like there's it's not as hard right as it was before, but it's not far enough left for it to be like Jeremy Corbyn, as I say. So we're not a left leaning country. That's my point. We always seem to aim slightly to the right.
I mean, as you know, I get confused which one's which.
Yeah.
Which one is the right again?
The right is fascists,
so
Nazis,
the bad ones,
Farage, like that.
I mean, this is the thing. I don't think Nigel Farage is a Nazi. I wouldn't say that.
No. But the Nazis are the furthest right you can.
Yeah.
And then Nigel Farage is like.
I mean, from what I've
just
seen,
into the tip of where you'd be hard right. Really.
I don't see the racism part because, like I said, I fully agree that immigration control doesn't mean racism. It just means we need to stop
control
immigration.
Borders to a certain extent. Yeah,
I remember
but the
him
problem
making
is
a
we
shit-
also have to admit that like a lot of the is it Syrian refugees? I can't remember what it is. But like they were blown up in a war that we were taking part in, basically.
Yeah.
Like, it feels a little bit shitty to be like, get the fuck out of here, you cunt.
Well, we should also not be fucking doing all these wars. That's another.
We should. That's another thing. Like to a certain extent, I mean, it's difficult though because interventionism.
But I'm all up for people coming in and looking after people into a point where as long as we're looking after ourselves, but they are doing some. Keir Starmer is doing something that might change that, and I think it's something that is good anyway. Because I didn't realise it seems to be legal that they can pay migrant workers like 80p an hour.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, they're getting rid of that.
Yeah.
So like it gets rid of obviously. If anyone comes over legally, like they get better jobs. I don't know if migrants means illegal. Is that what that means? Like
illegal immigrants would be paid less, essentially. Yeah.
So I mean, I suppose at the same time that just means they don't have jobs, but that means that they don't have a job to come to. You know what I mean? So kind of, I guess the idea is just to persuade them not to come. So I was talking about it earlier with mates, and I couldn't find out what their actual plan was, because apparently they were doing something with immigration. I was told. I couldn't find what their physical plan was. They got rid of that.
That was never going to work.
Yeah, apparently they scrapped that.
Yeah, you got to scrap that because that's
yeah.
The only way to do it realistically
money.
is to stop them wanting to come here in the first place.
That's the idea. Just take that thing away.
Yeah.
So you can see the idea. It'll take a while for it to change.
Because also the thing is, if you're having to pay everyone the same wage for a job, regardless, then you will start hiring people from that country because
exactly
it's not going to make a difference anyway.
It's easier because
and we need those jobs. Realistically, we do need those jobs, and that is probably the best way to deal with it. Now,
but the problem,
it's not going to be instant. That's the thing that sucks. It's going to be a few years where they're still going to keep on coming in, and we're going to have to keep sending them away to places. But
that would definitely happen. Yeah, I don't even think it'll stop because I don't see how you got to make them all aware first, and how do you really do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you could, obviously you could, but we only know because of this little thing I read, going out my way to read it.
Yeah. The thing is, ultimately, we've got to stop fucking with other people's countries.
Yeah, I mean, but we're fucking America light, aren't we?
We are. We do keep fucking sticking our nose where it isn't required.
That's why I agree with the whole Trump thing, like, America first, as they say.
Well, yeah, because
just focusing on...
He basically thinks, pull everything out of everywhere and America just focus on ourselves. And
I agree.
The thing is with that, though, is it does isolate you a bit from the world. And we are getting to a point now, due to things like the internet and stuff, where isolationism doesn't really work.
Well, I mean, you don't have to isolate yourself. You can still be You can still trade, you can still do all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just like, don't go out and like be world police, basically. Let the world do its thing. We can smash them if we need to. I say we, because I generally consider us like America light at this point.
The thing is, like...
We're so connected with them.
Yeah. We are.
We even fucking, hit the whole 9/11 thing with them, that new tape that came out. We gave them it.
That's crazy. And we didn't tell anyone. We gave them this tape.
We were totally involved in it, man. I think that's just what it is with us in America. We're just like that.
Yeah.
Because they have to acknowledge, they do acknowledge that we are where they came from.
You know, they've screwed us over on quite a few deals, though. They screwed us over on quite a few deals.
I'm not surprised.
We gave them...
We went to war with them at one point.
Yeah, we gave them plans for, I can't remember, it was something to do with the B-52 bomber. And they were supposed to give us something in return, and they just didn't. They said, nah, we're good. See you later, fucker.
Yeah, because they know they can, because we're bitches. That's the problem. I mean, we did fuck all back, I imagine.
Yeah.
You say we're bitches, that's the thing they know.
What can we do?
We need a hard government. I don't even think we've got that, I don't know.
No.
I think Nigel Farage probably would be more of a
What
hard
we need,
I don't know.
we need is a government that's willing to do the things that are necessary to boost the economy. One of those things is legalising weed. That is an instant way to boost the economy, because you're suddenly getting tax from something you weren't taxing before.
You're not
and
wrong.
people are going to do it anyway. You're not stopping people.
And it's not like, you'd be the only country doing it then. Everyone would be like, oh, why are you doing that for?
Yeah, loads of people are doing it.
We're the ones that are like, why aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, there's
It would
loads
be
of
a good
places that
idea,
are ahead.
but I don't think they'll do it.
I don't think they will, because they're still too stuck with the old voters, and the old voters still don't want it legalised because they grew up in the reefer madness fucking ages. And they believe everything they saw on TV.
It's amazing. I mean, this is the thing though, we always talk about this, but we still totally have propaganda that we all fall for.
Oh, 100%. We won't even know it's propaganda until it's revealed later on.
Yeah. Because there's so much of it. I guarantee there's so much of it, you just can't get it all.
Yeah.
Like the Joe Biden stuff is a perfect example. Like I had no idea. I found them all funny. Like when I first saw
that's
the chair one.
Again,
I was like,
that's an actual media tactic.
Yeah.
For governments, you put so much out there that there's so much information that you can't tell what's real and what's fake.
And they talk about that a lot with like UFO stuff.
Yeah.
That they just throw out all this stuff, and they go and do stuff themselves to make
it look
aliens seem scarier.
Yeah.
They talk about a lot of the abductions being like that. I don't know if I really see that, but at the same time, the only reason I wouldn't see that is because of technology. But in this idea that people have, we reverse engineered the technology from like old ships that landed.
Yeah.
In this theory, But before we get off like the election stuff, I wanted to show you a bit of this from the his speech.
Oh, his speech, yeah.
Because one thing I liked about it is...
On this difficult night, I'd like to express my gratitude to the people of the Richmond and North Allerton constituency for your continued support.
So look,
it is an enormous...
See somebody just behind him holding an L.
I'm grateful to my constituency team.
That right there is...
Of course, change is something that should
I'll tell you
give us
exactly
all
who it is. That right there is Nico Amilano.
Nico Amilano?
Ah, I fucking love him. He's one of the fake... you ever heard of Beta Squad?
No.
He's just a YouTube guy, He's in Britain, obviously.
Yeah.
They've got like Beta Squad. It's basically, they couldn't have Beta Squad because they're beta to the side men,
Right, yeah.
They're very, like with them, they know them, etc. Do a lot of stuff. And yeah, he's very good. Like he's smart at doing stuff, and he decided in the past he'd run for mayor.
So today he was going to run. This time he was going to run for prime minister.
And he decided he was going to run in the same place as Rishi. And not only that though, because you have to have a certain amount of places or something. He got a load of other people
to stand in other areas.
But not only that, they also all changed their name legally to Nico Milano. So everyone was voting for Nico Milano in all his places. And he actually got voted, man. They had to read it out and everything. Because I didn't know there was all these like bin face and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Count Binface.
Yeah, there's all these random ass ones, man. I didn't know about this. It's fucking
Count
crazy.
Binface, shout out to Count Binface. King Leo loves you.
Oh yeah, man, it could be like a long lost pub, man.
Yeah.
Look at that, look right there. Look, this is the thing, the tiny glasses he always wears when he's doing these things.
Oh dear.
Doesn't wear that all the time, but he only wears them when he's going for mayor and doing this.
Yeah.
It's just fucking great, man.
I respect the fucking memeage.
Click this to make Nico armor. He's great, man. Like, he's also got this whole thing he does called ringside.
Yeah.
And he, you know, like he just wants to get into a ring.
Yeah.
He got stopped trying to do it for a WWE ring. The furthest he's got is to the ropes.
Right.
And then he decided one of the KSI fights was going to go on, and he decided that he was going to get in. And what he did was he built a giant prime bottle.
Yeah.
And set it up to this other guy who builds stuff on YouTube, you know, makes stuff. He set it up with him in a video where he had loads of different t-shirts in one day, where he was pretending to build the thing.
Yeah.
And then got it on Reddit, you know, made it go whatever. So until KSI, because he was like saying he's a big fan, I want to walk out with you, you know, like in this bottle. And he agreed and stuff. So that then on the day he went into the O2 doing it, and then he eventually snuck out and gave Nico the costume. And Nico went back in, it was just the whole time in there. To the point that when he's in the ring, he just pops the thing down and it's just like, you know, in the background. Like, it's great, man. Let me show you a quick clip of it. Nico.
I do respect that. You see, that's it. That's the way you play a prank. You play it on the fucking those people.
See, there you go. Look, that's him. He's fucking great, man. Doesn't tell him till the end, you know.
That's fucking brilliant.
You're right in there dancing around, fully in the ring, like, you know. It's what he's been trying to do for years and years, man. And he finally got it. Like him trying to get into WWE ring looks, trying to get into Jake Paul.
Fucking hell.
Great.
Oh,
Logan Paul got to the ring, like the ropes again for Logan Paul. It's awesome, man.
Oh dear. Yeah, I like that. I got to admit, I do like that.
There was something else I wanted to show you in here. Well, I got a few little bits I wanted to show you.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Okay, this is good, man. This is a really badass piece of technology.
$1 or mystery gift.
I'll have to go $1.
Do you know what was in here?
A PlayStation.
Cybertruck.
I don't know who this person
take
is.
the fucking dollar.
Yeah.
Can't give someone $1.
Mystery gift. Open that bad boy up.
I'd take the mystery gift, man. I bet you'd be glad. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
It's a Nintendo 64 controller.
PSA.
Genius.
Genius.
Fucking genius. That is amazing. I love his death stare as well. I mean,
oh dear.
I think he won the internet personally.
That's pretty good.
I don't know how did he get that technology?
Speaking of which, did you ever hear about the story of how they made a supercomputer out of a load of PS3s?
That sounds ridiculous.
Right, let me do a little googling.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to show everybody the most ridiculous singer in the world. Who's amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of those. This is the epitome of. This is the epitome of not expect being shocked by a voice that comes out of the person. Like it doesn't match the person, the voice.
Let's go.
At all.
Yeah. I don't know it off the top of my head.
You're the next, is it Burl?
Straight away.
The fuck?
Well, listen, son.
Sounds like Seth MacFarlane a bit, but like super deeper.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane, but like we know the pitch right down.
You're going to Hollywood. I don't care if I got to cut an arm off. Oh God, here we go.
Never heard Frosty the
My
Snowman.
wife sent something to this phone now. I don't. All right, want you to get out of it real quick.
No way.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found.
It's amazing.
Fucking hell.
One day.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That is a beautiful
Yeah.
voice. I would love to have that voice.
Have you ever seen that? That's that guy with the really deep voice singing that Sailor song.
Not sure.
I've put in Deep Voice Sailor Song. It might come up.
Sailor song.
Trust me, this is how YouTube works.
You know, actually, it's probably a bad idea to leave that like that.
Yeah.
Because obviously this is working a hell of a lot better than Chrome. What the hell is going on with
In
Chrome?
the meantime, shall I tell you about the
tell me, man. I was just filling time. So.
Yeah. So US Air Force connects 1,760 PlayStation 3s to build a supercomputer.
The US Air Force did this?
Yeah.
What the fuck? They got better shit to do.
This was in December 2010, by the way. So the
That's a bit
PlayStation
better.
3 had just come out, and it was
Okay,
really
so it was-
quite a powerful
Okay,
machine
okay, that's a
considering.
bit better. That's a bit better then.
Yeah.
2010 it only just come out.
So about the 33rd largest supercomputer in the world right now is the US Air Force Research Laboratory's AFRL newest system, which has a core made of 1,760 PlayStation 3
Oh, I
consoles.
thought you said 100 or something.
No, 1,760.
Fucking hell. Okay, Jesus, that totally okay.
Yeah, this is from fizz.org, by the way, by Lisa Zeiger. So if you want to read the full thing, go there. The supercomputer, which is located in Rome, New York, was formally presented yesterday at a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Imagine ribbon cutting for fucking 1,760 PS fucking 3s.
Oh, I wanted to get a shot of her so she looks so cute and
Hey,
woke
little
up now.
one. Sorry, darling.
Damn it.
Oh, well.
Let me check. You carry on, I'm just going to get this,
So yeah,
get the angle back.
its speed allows it to analyse ultra-high resolution images very quickly at a rate of billions of pixels per minute, to greatly reduce the amount of time required, due in part to the video game console's cutting-edge graphics capabilities. The supercomputer has also improved algorithms that make it better identify blurred flying objects in space than previous computers could. Another advantage of PS3-based supercomputer is its energy efficiency. It consumes just 10% of the power of comparable supercomputers.
Oh, that's good.
That's remarkable.
Yeah, but I'm always looking at my supercomputers and thinking, you know what, they just don't work well enough.
But that's amazing, to be fair.
That's about right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not
That's fine,
dashing what
no.
what the fuck.
Yeah, I'm saying that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm genuinely staggered by that. That's more
Well,
impressive than I
say
thought.
the impressive bit again for me.
So, another advantage of the PS3-based supercomputer, bear in mind, again, it's 1,760
Which is
PS3s.
fucking ridiculous. I'm guessing it's not actually, they're still in their cases and stuff. You know.
No, they've taken all the
Taken
components
out, yeah.
But it's still 10%, it uses 10% of the energy in comparable supercomputers. 10%. That's nothing.
No, yeah.
That's
I
incredibly
mean,
good.
comparable supercomputers, I'm guessing, for the time and all
Well,
that.
exactly, yeah.
I mean, what does it... surely, most of the computers we have are super enough nowadays.
Oh, by comparison, there's like supercomputers that would whoop this thing's ass.
Oh, yeah, now, of course.
Absolutely,
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
But I mean, what are the
people have got desktop computers somewhere that are probably almost as powerful, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, probably more so, man.
Yeah.
Like, your phones are.
Yeah,
I bet your phones are much... Like, the phones nowadays, like, you know...
Not 1,760 PS3s, though.
I mean...
1,000...
Maybe.
You think you've got 1,760 PS3s in your phone?
Possibly.
I don't think I've got 1,760 PS3s.
What are they going to do, though? What was all them together going to do? And yes, it sounds cool, and it's very big, I'm sure.
It translates
but what does it
billions of pixels in a minute. That's more than that can do by a long chalk.
I mean,
it's not more than
transports millions of pixels in a minute. I mean, we stream Netflix.
There are like rendering computers like for science shit that are going to be way more powerful than this on like desktops though. Legit.
Yeah.
By this point, like we've got so much further ahead. It's stupid.
And they've got like science things. They've been using AI things for a while, so they've already got proper AI infused computers in there.
Yeah.
I went on eBay doing a thing, typed some of the stuff in, and then it was like, do you want to try the AI filling in for the description and all that? I was like, give it a go then. Wow. I was like, damn, okay. Bit off, you know, I had to improve a bit of it.
Yeah.
Put in some, but I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was going to keep it. Yeah. And then I went onto a website and I saw like a perfect explanation of it. I was like, okay, well, that's better. I'm just going to take that.
Yeah.
Fuck doing it myself, man. That's just done it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone should live their life like that.
Yeah.
Why do it yourself if there's someone else who's done it better?
Put in Deep Voice Sailor Song.
That was what we were doing. Deep Voice Sailor Song.
Deep Voice Sailor Song. There you go. No. down. It's a big bloke with a big beard.
Yeah.
Nah, there's loads of people who've done. They've all done fucking Hoist the Colours. It's not Hoist the Colours. I can't remember the name of the fucking song. No, it's not that one.
It's just with a deep voice. See if anything appears. You never know.
You never know.
Well,
Deep voice beard.
Yeah, good shout. Is he very prominent with his beard?
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
Okay. When it starts working, I will.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing AVG. I'm not even sure what it's called. I don't know.
AVG Secure
It's like
Browser.
waking up with a girl the next morning and not knowing their name. Like when you're trying to tell her to get the fuck out and you're like, oh, I don't know her name.
Yeah. Deep voice beard.
Oh, I only actually had that happen once.
Yeah.
To be fair. Beard, sorry.
Go down.
What the
No,
fuck?
that's terrifying.
I kind of want to hear this though. Insanely deep
Una
voice.
extraña malformación física generó que los gemelos Rodrigo y
Oh God.
Javier en Guatemala nacieran con graves problemas
Damn.
físicos, los cuales derivaron en un incontrolable crecimiento de todo su cuerpo. Los gemelos afrontaron infinidad
The
de
kind of thing you'd see in like Believe It or Not, and you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
extrañas enfermedades, pero Rodrigo nació con su
that's
caja
crazy.
torácica muy grande,
Doesn't even
por lo
look
que
that
falleció
cool.
cuando tenía 1 año y medio, mientras que Javier siguió
People don't
luchando
realise
por
as well
su
a
vida.
lot of people that
Pues ellos nacieron con un
big as well, like, you know,
síndrome.
have proper issues walking, so they can't even use that tool after a while.
Meses más tarde de la muerte de su hermano, Javier presentó una mezcla de
Stop with the
distintos
fucking
síndromes que hicieron
whatever
que el joven
language we're
siguiera
talking
creciendo
here.
en forma desmedida.
There it is.
Mucho más cuesta arriba.
Javier moriría igual, pero se libró de lo normal posible.
Jesus.
Javier mide 2 metros con
That's
35
insane.
centímetros.
Fucking hell.
Am I allowed to body shame him?
I don't think so.
He got those long arms, they look fake, you know, like
It's-
the ones you see in those silly things.
He is giant.
He does look pretty large.
He's fucking huge.
If only it was in English and we could understand how tall he was. I want to hear that voice again. Imagine him learning like to sing and stuff. He could be like the Spanish Barry Manilow.
Yeah, that's...
As long as nobody ever sees him.
What does it have a translation at all?
In what sense?
If you go onto it again, does it have the subtitles? If you go to
Oh.
subtitles.
Yeah, but that'll probably be in. Yeah, look.
Just in front.
Hola! Hola!
Yeah.
Hola! Hola la pate! Alos bada boda de! Asas the patita bo!
He's literally taller than them, and they're standing. And he's sitting down.
It's like his body and chest is smaller than it should be. Because his arms are so, hands are so big, and his
Yeah.
head's so big, you know. It's like that part didn't bother growing.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, in the nicest way.
What did he just say? Because she looks so shocked.
He told her that, I didn't realise you don't speak Spanish. He told the interviewer
Yeah.
that his penis is actually twice as large as you'd think.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Yeah, so it goes
it's
all
not
the way
just
down the leg.
gigantic. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not just gigantic. That's where all the growth went from his body.
Yeah.
It went down to his dick. He's trying to get on that girl,
I pass out when I get a boner.
but it stays. It's not a rape, I'm okay with it.
Oh, fucking hell.
There's so many people, you know, that are into surprise sex. It's weird. It's a legitimate thing.
Yeah, but you gotta, you know, set it up with them first to a certain extent. You gotta be like, hey, yeah, we are.
Well,
into
yeah,
this.
of course. Otherwise, you're just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just
it's
full on
the
R word.
See, we're trying to be good.
Yeah.
Just because the fucking algorithm. You know, the algorithm is like AI ran now.
Yeah.
So it's like proper listening to everyone and shit.
Every word.
I really think that's like gonna be a part of it because
Pass this it, because I swear I can find this.
You find it?
I swear I can find it.
We have maneuverability now. It's so much better. It was me if we can make it in a wireless keyboard, and it didn't need to. Get one with just get a long wire adapter thing. Well, that's a beard. There's another beard. A beard.
Right, hang on.
Was that not the beard you wanted?
No.
This is not the beard you want. Beard, not beer. Deep voice beard, old man singing.
Shit.
Singing shit?
Yeah.
I want your shit in my hand.
I mean, that's a classic. If you haven't seen this one's worth
I don't know
watching.
what that is.
This one's fucking crazy.
It's a joy for us to be here from Elizabethton, Tennessee. And, of course, Ken Turner's our bass singer. Larry Pippen is our baritone singer. And featured on that great song, our new single coming out real soon, is Mr. Wayne Little. My name is Wallace Nims, and we're glad to be here. And our next song, she's already introduced the host, and it ironically features Ken Turner.
Right. Okay. So let's just get into it.
Okay. Wow. Woo!
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good song.
Bassy style on my style. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that like I've inspired someone like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to see. It's nice to see.
Not time travel.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
an
forgot-
amazing thing to know.
I forgot to mention it.
Yeah.
My bad.
I don't think I'm ever going to be able to find this thing, and I think it's just going to kill the stream if I just keep on looking for it forever. So
Well, you could look at it. I mean, we could get rid of the window.
we could get rid of the window. That is just a freakish. Oh, that's a horrible.
Oh, what did you say? The
Holy
freak it, you
shit.
body shaming motherfucker.
I'm a terrible person.
How dare you?
I
You
feel
can
genuinely bad.
you can visibly. I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
You don't need to
do
be
that.
genuinely bad.
No. To pretend for the camera, but
Yeah.
don't let it actually bother you. We don't know this guy.
Right, what are we doing? Because I can't find this.
Then I'm going to go back and look at my things. I know I've got some things in there.
Hey, little one.
I know I do.
Hello.
Because unfortunately, sometimes when I'm on YouTube, I try not to do it, but we all do it sometimes. We scroll.
Oh yeah.
Shorts, as they call them now. It's easy to do it.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and then after a certain point, I was like, "These are funny. I should save some of these."
Yeah.
Okay, here's Morgan with a comeback to James Barr on his show.
Who's James Barr?
James Barr's a comedian.
Right.
He's one of those a woke comedian.
Right. Okay.
Which
Can we? I tell you what. Before we do this, let's see some of James Barr.
Okay. Actually, I've already got it on here, so I can just search for it too. Because I forgot the other window had the thingy. I don't understand how you can do what the hell? How you can do a woke comedy? I don't really get it.
So he's a gay comedian, as we saw.
Damning report reveals.
Hey man,
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Some of my favourite comedians, I really find the camp stuff really funny.
Yeah.
And I can't help it. Like drag queens, hilarious.
I don't know. I've never found the drag queen thing that funny. Really, I think they have to still be a good comedian, basically.
Yeah, of course. But just it can work. Some of them are crap too, obviously. Yeah. Like this. Oh God, here we go. Is this an actual clip of him? No, this is just.
It's an analysis.
There you go.
Right.
I've never seen any of this, so. Let's just give full rights to James Barr here, comedian, doing his stand-up.
Yeah.
Go over to his channel. I'm sure he's got some stuff or something somewhere. So,
let's see.
Let's put his thing out there.
How are we? I'm James Barr. I do look cute and innocent, but I should warn you, my jokes are ruder than James Corden in a restaurant. I'm 38 years old. Thank you. I know I do look really hot.
Wow, I didn't think it was
I
38
have
to
the
be
same
honest.
doctor as Simon Cowell's neck. Who's in a relationship? Oh, you're the perfect person. How long have you been together? 2 years. It's going well. There's someone sat between you. Is this your?
I mean, look,
therapist?
this is fairly standard fare.
Nice to meet you both.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know why he's
actually
famous so
fresh
far.
from celebrating 3.5 years with my boyfriend. Thank you. And I don't know if you relate, like being a gay man, I grew up with a lot of
I
shame.
don't think we
so
can
I
watch
sort of
much
felt like I
more of
didn't
this
deserve
without
it.
it sort of obviously being a fucking thing that we're just sitting and watching.
I don't want to think
That's fine, you can do that though. You can do that all the
to a
time.
certain
If a
extent,
man
yeah.
chokes on them, that's
Watch
consent.
some of it. I want to, check out some of his stuff. I want to give him a
But I can't
chance.
do that to Dory.
Right now, I
from
think he's not
Finding
funny.
Nemo. Just keep swimming, just keep.
He said he was going to be
I
rude.
used to hold my farts in. Do you still hold those in, guys? No, you just let them out.
Oh, so rude.
Did you do this? Like, I had a bit of a trick, so I'll share this with you. I'd be so concerned that my boyfriend.
I'm sorry. Can we actually play this? Someone talking about holding a fart in? Because it's so rude. I don't know if we can play it.
I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. We'll see.
You think
We've
we're okay?
got the lay down of the premise. Let's see where it goes.
Okay. We're going to go there. Just, in case it gets too rude, though, just help me out. 'Cause
Yeah.
It might be a bit hard for me. I don't know.
Friend would hear them. Can't even say the word. That I would like sneak to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and then I'd take my finger, and I would place it over my hole, so that I could disperse the pressure into a two-phase flow.
Okay, that got me.
Two-phase flow is good.
Did you do that? Not yet? Did you do that?
I'm not going to lie,
Did you do
that
that?
was
Come on, someone must do that.
that genuinely made me laugh.
Yeah.
Just me?
Pause it.
Yes.
She's always
like
admit-
legit. I have done that. Not with the finger, but what I have done is.
It's not like you're saying to put it in it, just put it on, weren't it?
Yeah. But even then, I've not done that. But what I have done is I've occasionally, when I've had a giant ripping fart and I've tried to not wake people up with it, I've just got some fucking toilet paper and I just sort of like hold it over to muffle the sound, like a silencer.
Like when you cough and you get like the pillow or something. Well, that's a good idea. You know what? That's probably a better idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think that would be a lot more effective than a tube. Because if you've done about like, here's the hole, put like something over it so it goes like that in it.
Yeah, I think honestly it depends on the size of the fart, because like some of the ones I've tried to do it with, it's like you may as well not have tried. It's like there's only so many decibels that toilet paper can fucking hold in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's like that. I've always tried to as well do like the the intermittent. What do we intermittent farting?
Intermittent fart.
Where you do the little.
A little fart here and there. Just let it out a little bit by
Yeah,
hand.
you're just tiny. You're just getting it out.
So
But
instead of
tiny little silent
stinking
bits.
out of fucking place once, you stink it out for the entire night. But they can never quite place where it's come
Well,
from.
I'm not saying the entire night. I mean, you're going to get it done as quick as you can.
Depends what you've eaten, mate.
Well, oh yeah, if it continues.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Then you're screwed either way, aren't you? There's no. You're not going to end the pressure, so you might as well.
At some point, you've
just
got
sleep in the bathroom.
I think at some point you've just got to accept the fact that you're going to have to rip ass. And I think,
That's the point. That's what I would do.
People should accept the fact that ripping ass is something that's natural and okay.
Especially if you're gay.
Yeah.
Two men
can't rip ass around each other.
Men will, or whoever
That's
they
the whole
are,
point.
they will find farts funny.
Yeah.
Emphasised
don't
by the
get me
fact
wrong.
that he's now talking about farts,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that made me laugh.
And
I thought it wasn't going to be funny. Didn't make me laugh at all. I was
Yeah.
expecting it to not laugh,
I think-
but that made me chuckle.
There we go. We've got a chuckle. We've proven to ourselves that if he was at a gig with us, we would probably laugh at least some of his material.
Yeah.
So there we go. Now we've got some context of who James Barr is.
Okay.
Let's have a look at Piers Morgan.
To veterans of world wars and a month. Why do we give 1 day to veterans of world wars and a month to gay people, for example? No.
Very good point, though.
It is in a way, but at the same time, like, I do understand why gay pride is the thing that it is. because, like, not even for, like, you know, years and years and years. It's literally been for about, what? Let's think about it. It was first legalised properly in, like, 1970s or something like that.
That seems strange. Like, I think some places it was even later than that as well.
Yeah.
Like,
and gay marriage was only legalised in, like, the 2000s.
Over here,
like,
yeah. I think it was even later than that when it was over here.
Something like that, yeah. So what we're talking about there is we're talking about something that has been so taboo for so long and really shouldn't have been, because people got squeamish about men sucking other men's dicks.
And I think it's so accepted nowadays, though.
It is, but the fact is they've not been able to do that for the entire time, and it does help people. Like, there's a video of this guy who's quite clearly sort of moved to England recently, this old bloke, and he gives them one of his flags, and he takes a fucking pride flag and he sort of hugs the pride flag. So it's like, I don't know whether the guy is gay or not, and like he's never been able to, but like that's a thing that happens, you know.
See, the thing though is, like, I support pride and all that, like the whole concept. I like, have I been to one? I think I've been in the Wolverhampton one.
Right. Yeah.
And it was all fun and shit. But I don't see why we need a month to it. Like, it's just pointless. I mean, have a flag if you want, if you really. I don't get it too much.
Yeah.
Because it's just a weird tribal thing to focus just on who you want to bang.
Yeah, it's
weird. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that's trans on that.
Although
actually,
at the same time,
give that,
you know,
actually.
it's 1 month out of the year. That's what.
Yeah, we only get 12.
Yeah, no, but it's around about what 8%, something like that. So technically, that's roughly probably the amount of gay people in the world. So, percentage-wise, so it's actually pretty good deal.
When do we get White Privilege Month?
You never get White Privilege Month.
Huh.
It's white privilege all the time.
That's exactly what they would say every fucking month. That's what they would say, you boys. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care that much because it's not like Pride Month really does much. I don't even know what month it is.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, people keep on thinking. Some people say it's June. Some people say it's May. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like it doesn't really mean anything anyway.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure they could easily just.
Although it's also a very not being funny. It's quite a gay thing to celebrate something that would be a day in any other situation for an entire month, like a birthday or something.
You're right, yeah.
It's my birthday month, guys. We're all going to Malaga.
Have you ever met a super camp dude that's like straight, and you just like the whole time you're like, really though?
Really though? Really? Really?
I've actually known quite a few actually thinking about it.
I've known a few though, but then quite a lot of them have ended up being gay in the end. So
I haven't spoken to some of the ones of mine for a while, so maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, but we haven't
it's always
spoken.
like when you think of them as like a teenager or like a 20-year-old, and you're like, oh, they seem like they were gay, but they always had girlfriends and stuff, so it's fine. And then you get to them like when they're 40, and they're like, yep, been sucking cock for like 8 years now, love it.
There is a whole contingency of like people from it's from my school, but it's surprising. There should be a lot more considering I went to a boys' school.
Yeah,
the ratio was surprising.
Yeah, you'd expect it to be more.
I think it's just because we had a fucking girls' school down the road.
Yeah.
So
there was always the option there. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people would go there after school and that, you know, wait.
Yeah, we just had a fucking we went to the north. Well, me and my brother went to the sort of mixed schools for the entire time, so it was fine for us.
No, well, whatever, fuck you. So that was it was a weird thing. Like, to me, obviously, it was normal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When I first left school, I wasn't as comfortable with like being around girls, like at the beginning of college.
Yeah.
Like having them all around and that.
Yeah.
I very quickly adapted, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then became a slag. Yeah. Natural evolution.
Slag.
Yeah, I say all the slag, but then I hear like the kind of numbers from like the Love Island people apparently.
Yeah.
But these are like, you know,
Well, you always got to
buff,
remember there's that rule. I think it was like in How I Met Your Mother or something. It's like
No, it's American Pie.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's American Pie. Yeah,
American Pie.
I think it was.
Every time a dude says that he's slept with someone, divide it by 3.
Yeah.
Every time a woman says how many times she slept with someone, times it by 3.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably fucking true.
Yeah.
So what 148? I mean, 40 is still a lot though.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, though, 40 makes more sense because that's nearer to my number.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, what's my number now? Did it get to 30? It was a 29. I think it might be 29. I can't remember. I need to work through it again.
Yeah, well, that's it, innit? That means that number 30 will be the one for life.
I doubt it.
You know what I mean?
That'd be nice. I have changed my slaggy ways now.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for a relationship again.
Yeah.
And by looking, I mean doing nothing and hoping, you know, it'll just happen at some point.
Yeah.
It's how I got all my other relationships.
Yeah.
The proper relationships just kind of seem to happen.
Well, me and Matilda met on Bumble.
Yeah, well, that's because you're being smart and putting effort in.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to... Let me pretend. Well, we keep forgetting about this.
Bumble's good, though.
Why do you give one...
I love Bumble, yeah. I feel like I'm doing something wrong on these apps, though, because I don't get many things on it.
Yeah.
But then again, I haven't gone on it for
It
ages.
is a game. You got to look at... Find a friend of yours who you know does the dating apps and gets really good, like, responses with it. Literally just look at what they've done and do your version of what they did, and it works. I don't know what it is, but that's what my mate did for me. He was like, look, no, you got to write that and write that. No, you got to get that out. You got to do that. Right, there you go, send that.
So you've got it on yours then now?
Well, I don't have it anymore.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's got to be like a fucking like something online somewhere, like a tutorial thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the best.
Yeah, there's
got
to be a template for it.
It's got to be there.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the thing. I know, like a lot of my stuff is so much better. It comes across better in person.
Yeah.
I've always known this, which is why when I go out on a date with someone, ends the next morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. Make them love me. Yeah.
One day to veterans of world wars and a month to gay people, for example. No harm intended on Mr. Barr here. I'm sure we'll be responding in kind to. But I have no issue with James and his sexuality. Thank you. But why do I have to celebrate it for a month?
I should say no issue with yours, Piers. But I would rather you didn't ram it down my throat all the time.
There's no danger of that happening, but I just wanted to... But to be clear, there's no straight month, right? There's no celebration of my sexuality or ramming of anything down people's throats. But right, before we all lose the plot here...
that was quite funny. You did set him up for it, and he took the bait.
I didn't mean to say this next one. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah. Look at this one.
Anton, your shift is over. You know no overtime.
I love the fact that he was the whole time that he was still
your shift is over.
doing this. Yeah. Well, he's still painting. Look. That's amazing, that is though. I could have gone so wrong so easily.
Yeah.
Alright, this is actually a genuine video I wanted to show as well in a second. Naturally, I think. Actually, I'll show you it now because I'm about to talk about what was in it.
Zeros called for Eminem to be.
What? No, it's not. Shut up.
Why is your account being used in another location?
And why does it matter? Use my account wherever the fuck I want to. Idiot.
Gen Zers called for Eminem
Hey, the shit. Use it where I want
over
it.
his history of controversial lyrics. It's a battle of the generations here, setting social media on fire.
If you unironically listen to this grandpa geezer ass rap, bro, you're fucking cooked. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. You have to just actually be brain dead to enjoy this kind of music.
You know the worst part? I like this song more now since I saw this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It works. Yeah.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that? There's like, oh no, I told you there's a new album coming out. But they put out another little trailer for it, I think. Remember the one with the baby I showed you?
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me at all, though, that this newer generation... I'm guessing Gen Z's a newer generation.
Yeah, they don't get it, because that's always the way it is. The younger generation doesn't understand the older generation's music, and the older generation doesn't understand the younger generation.
Even though Eminem is still popular, so there's still plenty of modern people.
And
that
he always
like
will be, yeah, because like there's
it's two sides again.
Again, it's
always.
like my parents used to listen to Queen and things like that, and a lot of people didn't like Queen, but I happened to. But that's because I was one of those kids who like rock and roll and shit. But
it's more like
most other people at the time were listening to shit like fucking Papa Roach and fucking
Papa Roach.
Linkin
Papa Roach.
Remember Papa Roach, mate?
Papa Roach.
Remember Papa Roach?
No, Papa Roach.
No, Papa Roach.
It's not Papa Roach.
It's fine.
It's Papa Roach.
Why is it Papa?
Because that's how he says it. It's Papa Roach.
It's Papa.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my Papa Roach. Yeah, that's the lyrics.
That's not what he says.
I know. Papa Roach is not what he says either.
He doesn't. Get me an image, a video of him saying Papa Roach.
Okay. I mean, it might be possible.
Also, I don't think it's that much of a difference between Papa Roach and Papa Roach.
It's not completely different. Papa.
Papa.
It's an A or an O.
Papa.
Papa, exactly.
Papa.
I'm
Papa
going to
Roach.
pop a penguin.
Papa Roach.
I'm going to pop a put in the ping.
Papa Roach. Papa Roach. What's the difference? It sounds basically the same.
Papa Roach says his name. So he's going to say it anyway. Someone will say it now.
Jacoby and Papa Roach. Some of the music they have incredible.
I know those guys a few times in my radio.
I don't care. It's
Rare
fucking...
that are that dedicated.
I don't think it's that
Like,
important.
Jacoby Shaddix is, I would say,
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Alright.
Pronunciation is essential.
I will continue to try and say Papa Roach.
Papa Roach!
I said Papa.
No, you said no, Papa Roach.
I said Papa.
Papa.
P-A-P-A,
I know it's
Papa.
spelled Papa, but
Papa Roach.
But it's said Papa.
Why is it... What?
Like a Papa, like.
So you're telling me to say Papa as opposed to Papa, despite the fact that it's spelled Papa?
Yeah, I know. It's stupid, I know. I mean, I might be wrong, I don't know.
I'm going to stick with Papa Roach.
See, the more you're saying it, don't get me wrong, I'm like, am I right? Am I right? Let's see, this looks like a
Yeah, it's the unwritten law on Papa Roach that it's like when we get off tour.
Papa.
It's like, yeah,
Papa Roach.
It's the unwritten law on Papa Roach that it's like when we get off tour.
Papa.
It's
Ah,
like,
it's
You did say Papa.
Yeah.
Is it Papa or
It's the
Papa?
unwritten law on Papa Roach that it's like when we get off
Papa.
Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the unwritten law on Papa Roach that it's like when we get off tour.
Papa Roach.
Yeah, it's the unwritten law on Papa Roach that it's like when we get off tour.
Yeah, Papa in it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's still hard to... I don't think it matters.
It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
I think
at
it's
all.
one of those things where it's like some people say Papa, some people say Papa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the funny thing is, I'm saying all this stuff, I have no idea what they look like. Well,
Yeah,
I
no.
thought ages thought it was one person.
I knew what they sound like.
Oh yeah.
But
oh wait, I've only that song actually. Got my life into pieces. That
Yeah.
one. What's that again? Now I
got
can't think.
my life into pieces.
Last resort.
This
Yeah.
is my last resort.
Suffocation, no bleeding. Don't give a fuck if I cut my heart bleeding. Would it be wrong? Would it be right? If I mutilate myself, the big guy,
Yeah, that's right.
Sound is in my side.
Can't fucking copyright that shit because that is not the same song.
You really can't. That's a fucking KD cover right there for you, man.
Yeah.
Coming out with the Papa.
Look at how different he looked in that fucking video there.
This one.
Look
Wow,
at that.
yeah, he does look very different, doesn't he? Compared to all these. I'm guessing that's him.
I mean, that's what fucking years and years of rock will do to you.
Yeah, to be fair, man. I was like grassroots like for a year, and I think that destroyed me.
Yeah.
Destroyed my hearing anyway.
Yeah.
Fucked my hearing up for life. I do love that fucking song though. It's one of the ones that just sticks in my head. That is.
It is a properly good song.
You got a few good songs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're not bad.
Kick in the Teeth was really good.
Yeah.
I also really like To Be Loved.
Oh yeah.
There's a slow one, I can't think what it is now, but there's a slow one of theirs that I like too.
I mean, that whole first album was pretty good.
Was that most? I don't even know. Like,
yeah, they had an album. I can't remember what it was fucking called now.
The thing, when I was younger, I didn't really understand the whole album thing or anything.
Yeah. No, what was the first album you bought?
First, there's two, and I'm not sure which one it is, and I feel like it might have been bought at the same time from what Mum said. The Eminem Show.
Nice.
And All Killer No Filler by Sum 41. They were the two earliest ones I remember.
Right.
Really different. I can see why I like two different sides of music so much. Going by that, you know.
AC/DC. That was one of the first ones.
Oh, okay. Classical right there.
I think it was probably some kind of... It's probably a Guns N' Roses album. It was probably Appetite for Destruction, to be fair, after that.
The only one I've ever listened to for Guns N' Roses album was Chinese Democracy, and I highly wish I hadn't.
Yeah, it's not a great album.
No.
There are 3 good songs on that album. They're all at the start of the album, and the rest of the album is fucking dreck.
I've told you about my issue with that, haven't I?
Don't know.
When I got... Generally, this is real.
Right.
When I got the Chinese Democracy album,
yeah,
I didn't have the money at the time. I was in college, so I downloaded it off the interwebs.
Yeah.
And got it. And listened to it. And I knew that Axl Rose had done it all himself, you know, on his own and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a bit crazy and stuff. And then through every song, I was like, why the hell, when he gets a minute in, does he go into a Rick roll for 20 seconds? Why does that happen?
Oh, man.
And for years and years and years, I genuinely believed that this is what Axl Rose had done in the album. Had a Rick roll, you know, never gonna give you up.
You
never
genuinely
gonna
thought that that's what he'd done.
I did! I didn't know any different!
As opposed to
I knew it was crazy.
Oh, I've been rickrolled in this. You've gone, no, that's crazy. He put a rickroll in his music.
I still thought I was rickrolled, in a whole different way. I never came to my mind that the person doing it would have the effort to take the effort to do that.
That reminds me of a time when one of my girlfriends in uni, right, she bought me a Darren Brown book because I was into Darren Brown at the time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she put a little note from herself in it, and there was an envelope with my name on it. In the inside, and I was like, oh shit, what if it's like Darren Brown sort of put a note in it for me? It's like, no, it's a fucking girlfriend who put it in, you stupid tart.
I do like Darren Brown, all that kind of stuff, and when you see like the kind of things you can do to the human body,
yeah,
well, to the human mind, I guess, rather than the body, scary as well.
Yeah,
because apparently our minds are just very malleable.
I showed you that thing where the dude shot Stephen Fry, didn't I?
Dude, what was that?
It's Darren Brown got a guy.
Oh yeah,
who he thought he could manipulate in the same way that the CIA or could manipulate. Was it Lee Harvey Oswald?
Oh, for JFK.
Yeah. And they were like, it takes a certain type of person, but you can actually identify that kind of person.
You know, for me, when I look at that, if anyone was had that kind of brain control, I don't think it would be Lee Harvey Oswald. I think it would be Jack Ruby.
Right.
The guy who killed him.
Yeah.
Because it made no sense. He was a business nightclub owner, wasn't into like the crime and stuff and all that.
And he just went in and shot him.
When they were coming out, to take him out, he just walks up and just shoots him.
Yeah.
And apparently, like he was not making sense when they were interviewing him and stuff, and then one of the other people that were included in the MK Ultra thing, when I still come out, one of the names, the people doing it, he actually went to see him before that person gave evidence, Jack Ruby, in a trial, and he suddenly went from being able to talk and stuff, to
being like a wreck.
Yeah, he was done.
Yeah.
He was done. After like a few things.
That's fucked.
Yeah, so that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Did you ever play the Black Ops game? Call of Duty Black Ops. The first one.
I'm not sure. I probably did, because I played most of the Call of Duties when I was younger.
Call of Duty Black Ops is so good, because it's the one where you've got Victor Reznov in your head. Spoilers. It turns out Victor's dead, been dead the entire time, and you're just imagining this Russian fucking guy helping you.
It's such a used storyline, that is, but I always kind of enjoy it.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
But the thing is, as well, you've also got the number thing going on all the time, so it's going like 64, 21, 13, 8, 1, 84.
So it's the number station.
Yeah.
With the Russian guys doing it?
No, it's going in your head like a ticker.
Oh.
And it turns out that you're actually a fucking basically a Russian version of MK Ultra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God, imagine what that would be.
It's fucked, man. And they used the CIA training and the CIA sort of stuff and fucked you over, and it's really good.
From what I remember reading about it, that's why they actually started doing it, because they believed that, I think it was the Russians. They believed that the Russians had like developed the kind of thing. That's probably why you see it in like films like Winter Soldier and Captain America.
Yeah.
Like the whole that's exactly what he is. He's like get this stuff put into him, ain't he?
Yeah.
And then because of that, he couldn't become Captain America, which was stupid because he was the only one who was as strong as Captain America and could use the shield and didn't fly.
Technically, I think he does take over from him. I think Sam does take over for him in the. Is Sam?
Yeah, he does.
He
at
does,
one
but
point.
he also has the fucking super soldier serum.
Does he?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I don't even think it was long because I'm sure Bucky takes it over properly.
I think actually Captain America comes back. That's what happens.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Steve Rogers comes back and then he says "Hail Hydra" and everyone got all up their tits about it, and it turns out that he was actually a double agent all along.
Man, I like those stories when somebody goes bad for whatever reason. You have to imagine it was because something happened to him, but it's still
But
like...
it turns out that he's doing it so that he can get deeper into Hydra, so that he can then take down Hydra from the inside and actually
That's
find
cool
and
and all,
finish
but
Hydra.
he could have probably told his mate. Or whoever it was, like... You can tell someone, it's fine.
That was one of the coolest bits in the fucking... the Endgame, where he walks into the fucking lift with the guys. And he goes, Don't worry, I'll take it from here.
Yeah. So damn smart.
Yeah.
And then had to kick his own ass.
Yeah.
That game...
That is America's ass.
I don't blame him. I check out my own ass. I haven't got an ass apparently. That's one thing I've learned.
I need to do more squats. My ass has gotten saggy.
Oh. I've never really done much squatting.
I used to have quite a nice chunky ass.
Oh.
I had an ass that went on for days, son.
I used to be able to run.
Oh yeah.
That was the thing.
I can't run anymore. Not this thing has fucked that.
Yeah.
If they ever need me to run in a movie, they're gonna have to use a stunt double.
In all these movies you're in, Yeah.
I'm gonna be in hella movies, son.
If you want to do like stuff like that, there's actually I forget the name now, but I've got it saved on my thing. A website to go on to get like paid stuff and like stuff like with students and stuff too, just to get like some show reel and that. Yeah. Do you actually want to do all the acting in that?
I want to do the voice acting first, really.
Yeah.
That's what I want to aim at, because I can do voice acting really quite.
Yeah, you definitely
quite well.
100%.
I've got a lot of stuff to show that as well.
That is on there too on our website.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Because I could definitely do that.
100%.
I could do some game voice acting. I could do some fucking advert voice acting.
I think a lot of people. I think most people can do it, but I think not a lot of people can do it well.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think you could be one of the ones that could do it well.
Yeah. The new Hyundai. It's all electric, and it's perfect for those quiet moments on the motorway. Or for the party you're about to have.
Boris. Oh, that was what I meant to say as well. I kept forgetting. The other day, yesterday, I watched the new, and actually recorded it too. I've got to edit it and put it onto a little thing on YouTube, because I didn't want it to get, copyrighted.
Yeah.
But I watched the new Beverly Hills Cops film.
Oh yeah.
Because I loved the Beverly Hills Cops growing up.
How was it?
Yeah, well, I was worried that it wasn't going to feel like the old ones.
Yeah.
But it felt exactly like the old ones.
That's good.
It was really funny.
That is good.
They had a lot of the classic people were there too.
It seems like Eddie Murphy he took a break,
Yeah.
but he didn't lose it in the meantime.
Yeah.
And I think Steve Martin did that as well, because he came back recently with a load of stuff, and Martin Short as well.
They're like a bit more of a double act. This
sort
time.
of, but they also do their own separate
Yeah.
stuff. Like Martin Short's been bringing back his Jiminy Glick character. You ever seen Jiminy Glick?
I ain't got a clue.
Oh mate, Jiminy
There you
Glick.
go.
Let me type it though, because it's a fucking weird name.
Okay, go ahead.
There you go.
Okay. Right, Ricky Gervais.
Or just the very best of Jiminy Glick will be fine.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the frick is that? That's Steve Martin.
It's Steve Martin. Yeah. No, it's a Martin Short. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I do enjoy Martin Short. I must say,
Yeah.
he is funny.
Yeah.
Listening to him on Conan is hilarious.
Yeah. Apparently, this character is based off of someone. I can't remember who it was. Whether it was like on public access TV or whether it was like a major guy on TV, but like. He always used to talk in this really strange way, and they used to go really low. And that was very interesting.
Let's have a listen.
But he just wrecks people in front of them, and they just laugh at it.
I'm going to use your lighter.
Oh yeah.
Mine disappeared.
It's a rare talent to be able to take the piss out of someone to their face and have them laugh.
It's true.
Stammering, stuttering, sweating. You know, completely out of your element individual.
Aren't you kind? I'm sitting here with one of the great stars of Hollywood.
Jimmy Seinfeld.
Inside
Jimmy
of Hollywood.
Seinfeld.
Wonderful Steve Martin. How are you?
I'm good.
You were born Stephen
Glenn.
Martin.
You've really done your research.
So that was after Glenn Gould, the wonderful piano player who would make all those memories. He made all those.
No, it wasn't after him.
It wasn't after
It was
him.
after my father.
Your father, and his name was
Glenn.
And so therefore, Glenn Gould was just a family friend.
No, we didn't really know Glenn Gould, or we had never actually even heard of Glenn Gould.
What's your big beef with the Nazis? Yeah, it's like you're always knocking. You're always knocking the Nazis. Oh, it's time for Mel Brooks to knock the Nazis, it seems.
Oh, I know. I think they're rude.
I guess.
It's like a talking egg. Talking egg. It's Humpty Dumpty came to life.
Thank you. First of all, because I'm a big fan of that guy.
Thank you so much for having me on.
We're drinking the bottom of the barrel, boy.
I've never seen a shirt collar actually go up like that. I don't mean to get personal, but there's only 2 buttons of your shirt visible before the shirt goes into the pants. I mean, the distance from the top of your shirt to your belt is 3 inches.
I'll tell you what, fly. So many people are born on your birthday. Halle Berry.
Was born on August 14th?
As Governor Christie said on his honeymoon night, I couldn't physically do this by myself.
It's so silly. I love it.
Do you smell burning toast? I never thought all that about. Let's talk about some of the leading ladies you've had. And when I say had, I mean had.
You devil.
Gina Davis.
Had her.
You made love with Gina Davis.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan.
She couldn't get enough of it.
Nikki Kedman.
Just unbelievable, man.
You had an affair with
Did them all, yeah.
And I think that's why you are on Comedy Central. Can you imagine
Anyway,
if you were
yeah,
in real shows?
that's Jiminy Glick.
I enjoyed that.
It's
That was
good.
good.
Yeah.
Martin Short, man, he is a good, funny fella.
Yeah, genuinely fantastic improviser. Genuinely.
That's the kind of shit that I want to get into more, you know. Because that's more for me.
That's it. It's like character stuff seems like so much fun.
Not so much character. I mean, just like the improv. But yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Even when you're doing that, though, you are kind of doing a character each time too.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that shit.
Oh yeah, I'll show you this one actually. There's somebody being a genius on Guess Who.
Oh, okay.
You know Chunks? You ever heard of Chunks? You don't know Chunks?
No.
Another Beta Squad guy from this is Beta Squad from the Nico person.
Yeah.
These are some of the others. He's not so fun, Sharky, but the other one Chunks. Everyone knows Chunks.
Yeah.
But you.
Wearing glasses. I'm not wearing glasses.
They are. Is your person British?
No.
I think they're all influences and stuff on there that it is as well. It's like an influence to Guess Who.
Yeah.
Have to go perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna just base it off. You've done Mike already. I heard murmurs about Justice, so you're gonna do that one. Chris was my one. We laughed at him. Drake's 2 flames. narthex. You're just knocking it down without a question. Person, Jack Harlow.
How did you do that?
This is the
I
moment
don't know how he did it.
Deduction, dear Watson.
Telementum, my dear.
Yeah. Oh shit. Right. Well, we are getting pretty late. I'm gonna have to start getting ready to shoot off.
Okay, I think there's one last one I want to show you at least.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
This is a funny little one. This is one I've seen over and over as a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But I can imagine you've probably never seen it. Anyone that's not a big wrestling fan has probably never seen it. But I still have no idea where it was from, what promotion, what country,
in what context at all. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But
the Kemonito kick.
There's a tiny person fighting with him.
Ya, chole. Que le busque otra variante. Ya que tanto que sea una de los infumables.
Holy fuck! Holy shit! Holy fuck!
Another angle.
Mother of God!
Oh, you'd like that.
I'm sorry, Kat. I'm so sorry. I leaned over here. Oh my God.
I think we need to see that again, don't we?
That was crazy.
And can we just point out
the build up is so good.
Yeah, just about like the devastating hit to the head that he did first. Absolutely devastating. Why is there and who he is either?
There he goes. What?
He didn't give a shit, man. Like, he went full force on that guy.
He spins in mid-air.
And headbutts the guy and then
headbutts the other guy with the back of his fucking head.
I don't think it was the front of the head. It's the front. We're in full turn. Just as well, look, just to point out, this old guy.
Oh,
look, this old guy to the right here, just doing a bell for no reason. Look, what the hell is going on?
Imagine you've just been bunted fucking 8 feet into another dude, and there's just an old guy rattling,
banging a bell. You think you probably think it's ringing in his own head? You'll fuck him up even more.
I had no idea. I didn't know if the ringing was in my head or outside by this stupid old man. I wanted to kick the shit out of that old man, dude.
Fucking amazing, man. I'm happy that I was able to gift that to you.
That was fucking incredible.
Like I said, I have no idea where that's from. It looks like it's filled to hell, though. Mexico, wherever it is.
Love their wrestling.
Yeah, Mexico or South America. Well, it's Mexico and South America. Or,
it's crazy to me that, like, that's what someone fucking planned. The fucking... Oh, God. What we do, okay, we get this tiny dude, okay, we put him on the side of the ring, and then you just full-blown fucking kick him off the side, man.
Look at this. This is how Uganda get down in wrestling.
Fuck me. Mother of God.
Some indie guys that have seen this stuff have actually pledged to go there and, well, I think they've already sent them there. Load of proper rings for them. Because they've actually said some of the talent they've seen is actually quite good, you know.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff they're doing is legitimate fucking moves. Look at that.
Just fucking mud as
Look
well.
at that. It's one on German suplexing them all, man. Guy's a beast. Oh, gee, I kicked in the head. Oh, damn.
Fucking scorpion.
Fucking hell. I've never seen that kind of bump, man, on the chest like that. Oh
my
Jesus.
word! Jesus! Jesus!
Oh!
Things that could be a rock or something anywhere where you land it.
It looked like they're proper hitting them, but I don't think they are, though. Oh, it
That
looks
was
like
a
it
hit.
was. Yeah, you got a brutal, man.
I think it started off as not hitting each other, and then as people started hitting each other.
Well, it's like in wrestling, though.
Yeah, checks got to get cashed.
In wrestling, like the normal stuff, like obviously it's all like
yeah,
free, like, you know, agreed and all that stuff, but they still have the bits where they're like, okay, let's see who's fucking tougher. They're
Yeah.
chopping each other in the chest.
Yeah.
And it's when the one breaks it off that it's just like, okay, well, you won then.
Yeah,
Like, you know that as a deeper wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And sometimes, man, literally, you see them just blood coming from their chest. In AEW, man, they're stupid. They do it too much.
Yeah.
They just do fucking non-stop.
Yeah, just to prove it.
Yeah, man. It's like to see whose chest can be destroyed the most.
Fucking hell.
It's craziness. Never get a chest tattoo if you're a wrestler.
No.
I imagine eventually that'll get fucked up.
Yeah. That was I mean. Fucking hell.
I was about to say the naughty word then, although some of them say it as well. You know, there are little people that generally call themselves midgets. They prefer that word.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Some don't like the word dwarf or small person.
Yeah.
They're not a small person.
No.
A child is a small person.
Yeah.
They're not a small person.
Yeah.
They have different proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Proportions matter.
Yes.
Know your proportions. They're just as important as pronouns, I would say.
I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's squishy logic for this one.
Yeah, I think that's a good squishy logic there.
Yeah, that was a very entertaining episode.
Elective dismissal.
Yeah.
Over and done with.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm very happy that we electively dismissed Rishi.
Yep.
Brought in Labour so they can fuck it up in a different way.
And they are still, you know, they can't sort of consider themselves completely won over. They've got to prove that they can do something decent with this country. So,
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And it can be done because England rules still, even if we don't.
Yeah.
But, you know. But other than that, then, yeah, thank you everybody for checking out and for all the people that will watch in the future, as I know they will. And these things won't tell us because it never does.
Nope.
Much love to everybody. Peace out. Take care. Au revoir.
See ya.
All right. But keep it squishy.
Until then, always be logical.
Bye-bye.